Hey everybody, it's Keitha B, everybody's drama teacher. I hope you all are healthy and well and safe and all those good things. I am doing just fine. I know I have not been here in a while. I apologize. I'm back. So I want to chat with you today about something that's not fun at all to talk about, but we need to. It's definitely not fun to experience it, but we're going to. In every aspect of our lives, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you're going to run into this subject, especially if you're in the arts. You're going to run into it. Really, just in general, you're going to run into it. What are you talking about, Keitha? Well, I'm talking about rejection. It's no fun. Rejection is no fun. Nobody enjoys it. People don't like to be told no. Nobody likes it, but it's gonna happen, And I want you to know it's okay. It's okay when it does. So I will share a little personal story. So recently I auditioned for something that I really, really wanted. And y'all, it has been a long time since your girl has allowed herself to want something, Once you get your feelings hurt so many times by something, you just kind of shut down a bit. And I had done that. I realized, oh gosh, I kind of shut down. So I saw this and I'm like, oh, I'm going to audition for it. I'm going to. Like, the thought of doing it made me nervous. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to step out here and I'm going to audition for this thing, right? And I worked on this package for a while. I wanted to make sure I put my absolute best foot forward. I wanted to bring my A game, okay? I worked on it. I shot 2 different monologues because I wasn't sure about which one I should do. And I said, well, let me just do 2 and then I'll make a decision, send both of them to a couple of friends and maybe they can help me decide. And they actually did help me decide which one to send in. Overall, I was very, very happy with the package that I sent in. I felt confident about it. I felt good about putting my name on it because I had really brought my A game to the table. Well, waiting was miserable because it took a while to hear back. Thousands of people auditioned, by the way, because there were like 3 different categories that you could fall into. And I was auditioning for the acting category, and there was only 10 people that they were taking, and like 1,300 folks auditioned for that section alone. So it's a lot of people. There are a lot of talented people in the world. And the more you act, the more you are going to see that fact that there are a whole lot of talented people out there, okay? That's why you got to dig in and really believe in your craft and your skill and what you can do, right? So anyways, I kind of already felt it in my gut, kind of in my bones that this wasn't mine this time, but, still trying to think positively about it, put my mind other places, not let it drive me crazy while I waited. Well, the night before last, the email came, and it was the thanks but no thanks. It had the big word unfortunately in there. Now, was I bummed about it? I absolutely was bummed about it. Did I cry? Yeah, I did. I cried about it. But something that I have learned to do is I give myself one day to be really sad about it. So in that time, I cry about it, I get angry about it, whatever it is I gotta do to work my way through it, I do in that day. And after that day, it's time for me to pull up and go back at it. It's time to start recording monologues again. It's time to start watching other videos and look at directors' videos to see what it is they're looking for. Step in on chats with casting directors. All that stuff we do. all that stuff we do in preparation for getting that thing, that role. And I felt like this particular thing would have been that for me. It would have catapulted me into an arena that I want to be in, into that place, into that space where I really want to be. But I choose to think about it like this. There is another opportunity out there that is waiting for me, right? And if I was participating in this particular thing, I would not be available to do it. I don't know what that is. I know there's a door that is waiting to open for me, or there's a door that's waiting for me to kick it in. You know? So that is how I choose to see it. I have to do my best to keep myself in a positive mindset and not internalize it. I definitely used to internalize things. I would feel like somebody telling me no at an audition was saying no to me. Keitha, the person. They were saying no. And that is not the case. You know, I am not less than. I am more than enough. You are more than enough. So just because you don't get a role, it doesn't mean you are less than. So I'm giving you permission to be sad about it, but you get a day to be sad about it. And after that day, pull up. We have to keep going. If you feel like you can't pull up, you need to find something else to do. Which reminds me of a really funny story. One of the first times I experienced some real rejection. Because I started acting in high school, and I was kind of like that chick in high school. I was getting those parts and all of that. Very, very, very confident about what I could do. And I went to this competition. It was called the AXO. I don't even know if they still have AXO competitions. Maybe. I don't know. But it was held by the NAACP. We flew to Pittsburgh. I just thought it was so Hollywood, you know. Flying to Pittsburgh to go compete in this whole acting thing. It was all these different categories in the arts that kids were competing in. And I had done my monologue, and it was great. I got a standing ovation. I was like, yes, this is mine, right? I got this, okay? 16-year-old me was like, yeah, I got it, right? So comes time for the award ceremony, and I get squat. Not an honorable mention, not a participation certificate. They weren't doing that in those days, okay? You either won or you didn't, okay? I got nothing, right? Oh, so hurt. Cried from that moment until I landed back in North Carolina, right? So I get to the airport at Charlotte Douglas Airport, and my mom is out there waiting to pick me up, and I got tears coming down my face, and I'm thinking, oh, there's my mother. She will embrace me and make me feel like everything is all right. Well, as soon as my mother saw that I was crying, she just went, if you're going to cry, you need to find something else to do. And turned around and went to the car. I was like, well, dang. But that's the absolute truth. Not everybody's going to say yes to you. They're not going to say yes to you. And we have to learn to develop what is called thicker skin. Don't internalize it. Doesn't mean you're not good enough, because you are good enough. This part, this day, just wasn't yours. So don't quit. Don't give up on yourself. I'm not giving up on you. I'm not giving up on me. Don't quit. Look at me. I just turned 41. She cute. Just turned 41, and I'm still at it. I'm still at it. I'm still pushing. Because I know in my bones, this is what I'm meant to do. I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know what I would do if I had to do something else. This thing, this acting thing is like air to me. It's like air. I have to do it. I am compelled to do it. And if you are anything like me, you totally understand what I'm saying right now. So don't quit. You can do this. Now, I know I've given you a sweet pep talk, but now the teacher in me has to come out as well. If you know that you haven't given 100% to an audition, that you know you haven't brought your A game, then you should understand the outcome that you're going to get. You're going to get the outcome that you prepared for. So always prepare to do your absolute best. Leave it all on the floor. So at the end of the day, you can say, I'm happy with what I did. Okay, loves? Just know that I'm thinking about you. You are loved and you are more than enough. Be safe and be well. Bye.